Hello, I'm Anna Sansom of ladygardenproject.com. Now, I've been talking to women a lot recently about libido, and one of the things that has been said to me a lot is, I don't have a libido, I have no interest in sex, I used to, but it's not there anymore. Some of the women that I'm talking to tell me this isn't a problem for them. They're quite happy at this time in their lives not being sexual, not being interested in sex. For some women, lack of sex drive is a problem. They feel guilty for not wanting to have sex with their partners. They maybe have sex anyway and then feel bad about not being present during sex, or they might feel angry and upset because they had sex when they weren't really in the mood. And having no sex doesn't seem to be a solution either. Again, they feel bad about not being in the mood or not wanting to share that level of physical intimacy with their partner. And it's not just women who are in partnerships either. Women that I've spoken to who are single talk about just wanting to have this experience in their life. They're maybe dating, they're maybe looking for a partner, or maybe they just want to have physical intimacy with themselves, but it's just not happening. They're just never in the mood. Now, the reason that this has been resonating so strongly for me is that I've been taking part in a 50-day libido project, which basically involves charting my own libido for 50 days. I have to every day rank on a scale of 1 to 5 how high I'd say my libido is, and also record any factors that I think might be influencing it. So anything like stress, like where I am in my hormonal cycle, anything at all that might be influencing it. And what I've noticed is that some days I feel my libido, I feel a sex drive as a physical urge. I feel that sort of twitch and tingle in my genitals. There's a physical need there that I want to be satisfied. I want to be touched. I want to feel a sexual touch, and I want to feel that release and satisfaction that follows on from it. Those days are actually fairly few and far between. But what I've noticed is that there's something more than just that physical sex drive that plays a part. So on some days I have a desire to be sexual. Not necessarily a desire for sex in that same sort of twitch in my pants kind of way, but a desire to feel like a sexual woman, to express the sexual aspects of myself. So there is a difference between sex drive and sexual desire. When I desire to be a sexual woman, I go about my day differently. I'll create opportunities to feel that sexual part of me. So maybe I'll canoodle with my partner, maybe I'll read some erotica, maybe I'll touch myself more sensuously when I'm in the shower or putting on body lotion, maybe I'll choose different underwear, anything at all. Just some way of expressing and reminding myself that I am a sexual woman. And what I've noticed is that on those days when I desire to be sexual, it doesn't matter if I'm feeling that sexual urge, that physical twitch in my pants kind of urge or not, because I can put myself in that position of being a sexual woman, and my sexual arousal then follows. So it's not necessarily a case of waiting to feel sexy or to feel like you physically want to have sex before being a sexual woman. And I know it's not just me who feels this way. Basson developed what she called the female sexual response cycle. Well, I'll put an image of it up so you can see it. But basically what this says is that when we have that desire to be sexual, which is often driven by a need for intimacy, either physical and or emotional intimacy, then we go about to create the circumstances where our sexual arousal can take place and we can respond to that sexual arousal. But it's not just about waiting to feel that sexual urge, that physical urge, before being a sexual woman. Now, I think this is pretty revolutionary. What it means is for all those women who've said to me, I don't have a libido, but I want to feel like a sexual woman. This basically gives us strategies for becoming more sexual in our lives. It gives us more strategies for discovering, expressing and enjoying that innate sexuality that we all have. I hope this has been helpful. If you've been thinking about how this relates to your own sexuality and your own sexual desires and you've got something you want to share, please drop a comment in the comment box below this post, and I look forward to hearing from you. This is Anna Sansom of ladygardenproject.com.